I had known the things I know back when I started, obviously I would have rose to the top a bit quicker, but I have no regrets. I worked myself to be where I am now. What goes on in the ring, outside the ring, my personal life, I've devoted my life to this. There's no secret to this. Wake up, chase your goals, devote yourself to your craft. Nothing good ever comes easy.
Coaching a bunch of pro guys, I mean, you either fall in or you fall out.
We have hard-bodied men here, you know.
I didn't choose fighting, fighting chose me. So if I didn't have UFC, where would my life have been? You never know. That's what defines the champions. The world owes you nothing. Use what you have to get what you want. And I did just that. And look at me now.
Born and bred in Mukuru, Zimbabwe, family of 7 siblings. You know, still have these memories. I think one of the best memories ever. You know, grew up in a loving family. I remember how we used to play football with my friends after school. You know, those made-up soccer balls with plastics and rags, and had milk pans that you blow air into, so that the ball gets bouncy. Yeah, you know, feel nostalgic thinking about it. Growing up, we didn't have much, but I was always grateful, because there was always someone out there who envied the life that I was living, you know, and that alone made me feel grateful. And when I spoke with my friends, you know, telling me about how their lives were back then, I think it just made me grateful, because I realized how much I had, you know. I always used to watch these guys fighting EFC, and I was like, this is what I want to do, this is where I want to go. And yeah, I moved to South Africa and started to have my career there, my amateur career, leading up to my pro career. And the main reason I had to move to South Africa was obviously they're a bit ahead in terms of mixed martial arts. I needed better coaching stuff, and yeah, I think it just made sense for me to move to South Africa and pursue my career. Obviously, like the economic situation played a part, but I think just my career was the main reason why I moved there. You know, as an amateur, I had to make ends meet, so I started working in retail outlet just after high school, because you know I had to send some money home to my family while I still was an amateur. Even though my career path is not what everyone expected from me, they're still supportive, and I have the best family in the whole world. I wouldn't exchange that for anything.
This man is a mixed martial artist making his pro debut. He stands 1.77 meters tall, weighing in at 60 kilograms, fighting out of Parklands, Cape Town, Sylvester Gladiator Chipfumbu.
Ready? Fight. Bobby Karajanidis gets us started. Round number 1. You're not wasting any time. These boys are thrown for the fences.
Nice 1-2 by Chipfumbu, and now we're in the clinch up against the fence.
Another straight right hand.
Pulled the trigger, he's landed, and again the punches land, the kicks land. Solid timing. The back might be in trouble here. Chipfumbu's landing some big shots. The back is covering up. Bobby Karajanidis is going to step in, stops the fight.
He stops the fight. The Gladiator win number 1 in his professional career, and right here under the lights of the Extreme Fighting Championship. The Gladiator looking to go to war once again, looking to make things 2-0. He's bringing a full range of skills from the stand-up to the grappling.
Shoes of the hands again. He's got such great hand speed. He looks
can't
so
quite put him away.
dangerous. So dangerous when he puts this couple of punches and kicks together.
Sylvester Chipfumbu.
2-0 in the EFC is a nice record to have early on in your career.
It's his ability to put combinations together, the way that Sylvester Chipfumbu has done there. More often than not, you see even more seasoned fighters than him. They come in and they land one punch, one to the right, one to the left, and he's just been on fire the whole night.
The Gladiator, Sylvester Chipfumbu. Wow. Oh my goodness, putting a stamp on that one. Yeah, that was impressive.
And this fight sends a message to all the guys in the division. No one is safe, not even the champion.
Chipfumbu definitely ready for the test, looks focused. He is just 100% dialed in on his opponent and dialed in on what his challenge is and how he's going to beat that. Is a guy that we're looking at as one of the top guys of the bantamweight division for a long, long time.
Yeah, absolutely. Now Chipfumbu comes forward with two big punches.
Putting them together, switching levels, going to the body and to the head is Chipfumbu. Chipfumbu really impressive, folks, here. When he goes to that body punch and sets up, adding up the punches. Oh, the right hand! He folds it over!
Chipfumbu's landing aside his finish.
He swarmed it! Chipfumbu did it! The Gladiator! The biggest win of his career, and he is still undefeated in the EFC. Wow! That was dynamite in that right hand.
Well, this certainly was a big step up in competition for you, fighting a veteran like Abdul Hassan. Is there anyone else in the division that you'd potentially like to fight?
Zulu boy, Zulu. Give me Zulu.
Today is my favorite day of the week, sparring day, putting everything to the test. It's like a fight simulation, so yeah, this is where it gets real. So today I get to get the real feel of what it's going to be like when I win again.
You one round down, Simba, you one round down.
You know, I mean, I've trained with these guys for the longest time. Most of them I've trained with them since 2018. I like the guys, you know, they've adopted a lot of the mentalities that I've always had throughout my career, as always working and outworking. And then they're all tough guys. So I'm really excited, you know, for the future. Everyone is shaping to that certain mentality, understanding that you need to put in more work than your opponent. You need to keep grinding constantly. So I'm excited for the future, you know. We have hard-bodied men here, you know, strong individuals that are looking to get into that international stage and dominate the local scene as well. So I'm really glad that I can train with these guys as well.
When I opened my gym, I didn't really have the vision of coaching a bunch of pro guys. That was the last thing on my mind. And Sylvester came to me and he was like, let's do this. And I think having him and Nick in the gym first, it really set the standard for the gym of having champions. And now everyone joining, I mean, you either fall in or you fall out.
Well, some exciting fight announcements coming in now. Climbing up the rankings is featherweight prospect Simbarashi Hakonya, who trains out of Corvus Gym under Devon Cronje. Now, this kid is making a lot of noise. And with elite training partners like Sylvester Chipfumbu, to name one, who can blame him? Folks, you do not want to miss this fight.
I'm wrapping Simbarashi the whole Okonya's hands, getting ready for war. You're looking at the next EFC 145 champion. You heard it, Chipfumbu.
Yeah, cornering a fighter is one of the most stressful things in MMA. I'd rather be in the cage than corner someone because I feel helpless. You know, I feel like whatever happens in there, I feel like his life is in my hands. But I think it's also one of the greatest things that can happen to you as a training partner, you know, or as a coach. I'm looking forward to cornering Simba on Thursday evening. I just want that achievement, that, you know, that fulfillment of seeing him achieve his goals. wouldn't say he needed me or I'm the reason why his life changed, but I just feel like I played a pivotal role. If there's a book called Simbarashi Okonya, there's definitely a chapter called Sylvester Chipfumbu in that book, and that's just what I want for each and every person that I help in terms of fighting. I feel like I'm part of his dream, I'm part of whatever he's achieved, you know. I think going back home, it was great. That feeling of being home is just like, it's something that you cannot explain, but it's different, man. I always look forward to going home each and every time I go. And even when I don't have anything planned, just the feeling that you're going home to a familiar territory. Like, I know South Africa has become my second home. Like, I've been here for more than a decade, but still, like, going home is different. It's different. I don't know how to explain it, but it's the best feeling ever.
Traveling with the guys, it's really a crazy experience. It's not all about sunshine and all that. It's a lot of mental warfare going into fights with these guys. Traveling to Zim with Sylvester now was a completely different experience. I actually think it just built up a relationship that was already great, and making new friends along the way as well.
I'm just living the life that I feel like is the best life that I can ever live. I wouldn't exchange this for anything. I don't know how I ended up in this career, some way, somehow. You know, I always say fighting chose me. I didn't choose it. Whenever that happened, it's the greatest moment of my life. You know, MMA and life are the same. You know, the ups and downs, the twists and turns. You get dropped down 7 times, you better get up 8 times.
This is the beginning of a massive fight week. As far as this fight card is concerned, it's one of the biggest fight cards we've ever put on. We've got Sylvester Chipfumbu and Nkazimola Zulu fighting for the flyweight title.
Title fight time. It is Sylvester Chipfumbu, your challenger, taking on Zulu Boy, the king of the flyweight.
My fight with Nkazimola, with Zulu Boy, my first ever professional loss. My first 4 professional careers. I think I got 3 performance bonuses, you know. I felt like I was the second coming of Jesus. And then just one night, he gets stopped by Zulu Boy.
Fight Chipfumbu gets the takedown. Nice takedown. Zulu jumps right back up.
Nice straight right hand by Chipfumbu.
Top arena in Carnival City, and it's going to be another takedown. Chipfumbu, he can't keep him down, though.
Great counter-strike, pinpoint accuracy by Chipfumbu tonight. There's a big kick to the body, but blocked by Chipfumbu. Chipfumbu lands a big those. Smashes an elbow in your face. Big round for Sylvester Chipfumbu.
It was a great fight. I think still one of my greatest fights. But I think I almost broke there mentally.
Yeah, Zulu now moving a little bit smoother than he did in that first round. He's got his head movement right, he's bobbing, he's weaving, he's landing some shots.
That's something he didn't necessarily have.
Nice right hand by Chipfumbu. That little thing, big body kicks by.
Oh, here comes combination from Zulu.
Losing a fight, I think, is very important for your growth, not just in MMA, but also in life.
Well, can Chipfumbu get himself back into the fight? Big shots landed by both.
Nice combination.
Good 2-punch combination by Chipfumbu, but Zulu just hits him to the body and then to the head and again to the body.
I want to thank everybody for joining us here at EFC 62. Here comes Chipfumbu. Here we go, left hand, right hand. There's that combination. The Zulu Boy's on fire.
I hadn't lost in a long time, and honestly, I didn't see that happening that night. I broke my orbital on my way to hospital. I was telling myself, this is it. I don't think I'm ever gonna fight again.
Starting to resemble
again.
He's done.
Yes, that's it.
His fight is over. Zulu Boy darting.
Dismantling the undefeated Sylvester Chipfumbu. He could have cracked the orbital there, that big shot that he landed, because Chipfumbu's eye was swollen closed immediately.
There are lots of similarities between MMA and life. I think MMA is life. Sometimes you do well at work, sometimes you do well in life. You get injured, you lose fights. Put your head down, stick to your craft, stay disciplined. Those small habits will count one of these days. MMA, for me, is life. It's a way of life.
The gym's not even a year old, and we've had a fair share of people coming through there, stuck around for 1, maybe 2 sessions, and you don't hear or see them ever again. Like, they realize it's not their place.
I don't want to be the best in the gym. The moment I'm the best, I don't belong there. I should go. So if I come to training today and I lose a round to Nick, that's good. If Simba submits me, that's good. If Dev tells me you didn't do well today, it means I'm in the right place. But the moment everyone's saying, Jays, you're looking good, it's horrible. Even in life, outside the gym, if I see Nick doing well financially, that's good, because it pushes me. But like the moment we go out, everyone's looking up to you, you're the only one doing well, then the environment is fish. You should get out of there. Every time I think I struggle, and then you talk to someone. As a kid, when I thought life was hard, I always had a friend who wanted to come spend the day at my place because they thought it was better, bro. And I always to spend the day at my other friend's place because I always thought it was better. So like through the good and bad, I don't think I'll ever say I struggled, bro.
I thought I was training hard in my life when I used to fight, but watching him and Nick, bro, I didn't do this. These guys are hard work.
That's why I'm unbeatable in the EFC division, bantamweight division now. To quote Conor McGregor, there's not a man alive that can beat me. I wouldn't want to fight me, bro. Just wait and see.
It's important for Sylvester not to forget everything he's learned up to the Zulu fight. He's got to dig in. He has to remember why he's here and what he's doing it for, because that's what makes a true champion, and those are the standards he sets for himself.
And he just put himself in a bad position. He's flossing. He is back with some attitude.
Some of the guys thought I was never going to come back, but here I am.
Oh, the bantamweight, I'm here. If you want it, come get it.
When it's just in my jeans and I ain't looking back, cause I'm feeling like Chris, bro. They can never slow me down, but they need to hate me, now I'm feeling like Chris. Rock with the team, cause you know that we winning, we with it, we going, we flowing again. I might just go by a Benz, I might just blow my advance, whoa. I did it all for the feeling, alive but I'm making a killing.
Chipfumbu really seems to have found the right camp, the right teammates and the right mindset. And look where he's put himself. He's got the title shot he's been asking for.
I know you got him picked, but tomorrow night, I'm going to show you have the wrong bet. I'll be the new champion, no doubt.
Take my word for it, this a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. It's a threat. Spectacular, flow so sick it's hazardous. Y'all still suck like Dracula. Sick this beat, let's back it up. And I don't care about critics, they talk too much, and I know that I gotta keep on grinding, finding myself. I ain't gonna stop until I know I've had enough. Mama, I made it. I know that they see me. I'm popping these bottles just like I'm a genie. I'm glad that you made me. It's all in my DNA. I'm up my chest like I'm working for Frito-Lay and bet it back on myself. I don't do it for my health. Every threat is a champion. Got the title, need a belt. I don't need sail away, cause I'm next, I'm a threat. Oh yeah.
Bantamweight champion of the world, Sylvester the Gladiator Chipfumbu.
So you know I'm a threat.
I'm one of those blessed ones. It's a very odd career path. Out of like 10 people that start this, it's like only one maybe makes it. And out of those 10 that make it in life, one becomes a champion, you know. And I've been fortunate enough to be that one guy. I made it into the professional career, and I became a champion. And I'm still gonna be champion again, you know. But make no mistake, this is not, you know, this is not random. I didn't get lucky. It's the will, it's the hard work, it's the consistency. It's everything that I put into it. I've dedicated my life to this, and I love what I do. I think that's the most important aspect, loving what I'm doing, which makes me dedicated and putting my life into it. Things are going well, you know. I can send money to my mom, I can feed my family, I can take care of myself, and I get to travel around the world doing what I love.
That's the main reason I came to South Africa, looking for, should I say, greener pastures with my MMA career. So that I could fend for my family, and just knowing that your family is in good hands, it puts you in a good space mentally. And with the love I have for my family, knowing that my mom, my brother, my whole family is doing well financially, gives me a peace of mind. That's why it was so important for me to be able to send money back home. They say you can plan a pretty picnic, but you can't predict the weather. You have to go through all that, the bush, the rocks, the thorns, just to experience the mighty Zambezi, just to see the majestic falls. It's just like what you have to go through in life to get to where you want.
Well, speaking of the bantamweight, Cyrus, the champion Sylvester Chipfumbu has relinquished his title and is making a name for himself on the international scene. And it looks like he's tearing it up in the UAE. Yeah, international experience benefits any fighter, and it'll be great to see him back in the EFC one day.
Everyone talks about being a champion in the cage, but I think it's just the tip of the iceberg. There are lots of things that you have to take into perspective when you talk about a true champion. Making them believe that it doesn't matter where you're born, it doesn't matter which walk of life you're in. Put your head down, keep working, doing the things you're supposed to do. Discipline is important. You'll get to wherever you want to be.
Well, we've just received the confirmation Sylvester Chipfumbu is returning to the EFC Hexagon, where he'll be facing none other than former champion Sindile Manangela. There's a lot at stake for both these guys. For Sylvester, this will mean proving to himself, his family and his country that he's a true African champion. Folks, this should be a banger of a fight.
You need to set an example to people that look up to you. That is the most important thing, and I want each and every person that looks at me to look at those things and see that through me. I think that's what defines the champions, changing people's lives.
Are you a true champion? Do you consider yourself?
That's a no-brainer. I am a true champion, in and outside the cage. Africa's future, we have a bright future. The sport in particular, MMA, African guys that are in the UFC alone, you know, numbers don't lie. How many active African fighters who are in the UFC now? We already have Dricus as a champion already, and we have other contenders, you know, that are doing well. what happens if we put 100 African fighters in the UFC? You're bound to have champions. And considering how good Africans are in terms of MMA, how well we're doing, I just feel like if we put in the numbers in the UFC, hey, that's one message to Dana White. We've got to start signing Africans and bring UFC to Africa. You don't know what you're missing. Pieces are starting to fall into place, and we will take the world by storm in a few years. Mark my words.